A former Coast Guard member living in Fairfax County accused of threatening to kill President Trump is under arrest and due in federal court later today.
Fox 5's Stephanie Ramirez is live this morning outside of that courthouse in Alexandria with more. Stephanie.
Marissa, Steve, and investigators believe that this man, who we're told was living in Oakton, Virginia, maybe about a half an hour away from the White House, that he's been making threats to assassinate President Donald Trump for the past 5 years. And we're digging into the court documents this morning that say that a U.S. Park Police sergeant, who's part of an FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force, identifies 63-year-old Peter Andrew Stinson as a self-declared Antifa member and former U.S. Coast Guard lieutenant who was previously awarded sharpshooter ribbons for pistol qualifications nearly 30 years ago. He was also a FEMA instructor at one point, but more recently, investigators claim Stinson has been making threats across social media. Court documents quoting several posts, including one from August 6, 2020, reading, "Yes, I would pull the trigger. Would you?" When President Donald Trump was shot during a July 2024 campaign rally, Stinson reportedly replied in part, "If you're going to do something big, get it right," with a wink emoji. And a few months ago, March 9, 2025, Stinson is quoted as posting about the president, "He needs to be Luigi'd," the comment believed to imply the assassination of someone in power as a means of social justice. Also, get a look at this.
Peter S. here on the daily May Day umbrella walk. Here, we're going to encircle the Capitol. 8647. Impeach and remove. That's what that's about. You thought that's something else? That's in your head, not mine. Impeach and remove. It's the only nonviolent solution.
That's an Instagram video Stinson posted. We're seeing that 8647 being used in more protests now to mean to get rid of the 47th president. There are people, though, who do see that as a direct threat, and at least one person tagged the FBI director in that social media video post, despite what Stinson says it means to him. It's also worth noting, guys, in these videos that he made as part of his protest against the president, we're told he's also the founder of the May Day movement, which keeps a constant presence outside of Union Station and calls for the impeachment of President Trump. Here's what the group's spokesperson said to our Fox 5's Bob Barnard.
Peter said some angry things online, and I'm not going to speculate as to whether or not those were even all him. It's the prosecution's job to prove that he said those things and that they were illegal. But he has a First Amendment right, just like everyone else does. And he operated entirely lawfully within that right whenever we were around.
And Stinson is charged federally with making threats to kill the president, due at the federal courthouse here in Alexandria at 2 o'clock, and Fox 5 will be covering that hearing. I'll send it back into you.